Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, TravelingGunn. Sorry I didn't get to you all this morning. When I pulled into the lot, the shuttle started running. It was 28 degrees this morning, so I wasn't gonna sit and wait. So I just got out the car and headed on to the shuttle. Did worked two flights today. Just Tri-Cities turn and a deadhead here to Charlotte. So, and it's a little bit before 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna go work out. Was off. Thanksgiving was pretty good. You know, I had a great Thanksgiving. The day off, didn't really do anything just besides getting ready for this trip, 4-day trip coming up and getting ready for December. If you know me, you know I don't put up Christmas trees and decorations and things because I don't want to have to take them down. That's the reason why I don't put them up. I don't like to take them down. You know, if it's something like a small tree, I'll do that. But putting up lights all around my house and all this other stuff that everybody does, I'm not gonna want to take it down because guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna leave those Christmas lights and all that stuff up for the rest of the year. It's never coming down whatsoever. So I don't put up Christmas lights and I'm not doing that. But other than that, that's really it. I'm working with one of my classmates. We've been here, we stuck it out. We've been here 7 years together and yeah, it's pretty much. And also while I was waiting in Charlotte, waiting on the shuttle, I saw someone that recognized me from creating content. I believe her name is Ashley because I've seen her content before on here on YouTube about how much flight attendants make. So I recognized her from seeing her content like once or twice. That come up, it pops up on the home screen of YouTube. So it was nice meeting her. But other than that, I'm gonna go work out, come back upstairs and watch some football Saturday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2. It's my longest day of this trip. 4 legs, Charlotte to JFK, JFK to Cincinnati, Cincinnati to Minneapolis, and then Minneapolis. I did head from Minneapolis to Knoxville, Tennessee. So I should be done by 1 this afternoon. It is snowing throughout that way, so we're gonna see how that affects us. I don't think it is because I would know it right now, but other than that, that's all I have for you. I'm gonna get ready and get downstairs, and I'll see you guys once I get to Knoxville. Hey everybody, I just finally made it here to Knoxville. It is going on 6 o'clock. Been going at it since 5:15 this morning. Nothing really happened. We got a little delay coming out of Charlotte because the jet bridge wasn't moving. So we late leaving, but we still made it on time. And then coming to our deadhead, we were late because the cleaners didn't come on fast enough because we got on the same plane that we brought in. So other than that, man, it's just been a very cold day, especially in Minneapolis. Cincinnati was cold, the wind was blowing. Charlotte was okay, it was tolerable, but Minneapolis and Cincinnati, nah. I'm gonna go attempt at about a 45-minute workout because I slept a really long time on that deadhead and I don't feel like it, but I'm gonna make myself go. And I'll see you guys in the morning for day 3. Good morning, everybody. I made it here to Charlottesville. I didn't get to you this morning. I hit the snooze a little bit too much this morning, so I didn't get to you. I just had the 2 flights today, like I told you yesterday, from Knoxville to Atlanta, Atlanta to Charlottesville. I worked it back, so I didn't have to do any service coming from Knoxville because of the short distance, and then water coffee service going to Charlottesville because of the distance, and that's really it. Other than that, that's it. It's before 12 o'clock, so I'm gonna take a nap. I had a hard time falling asleep last night because I slept so long on my deadhead because my deadhead from Minneapolis to Knoxville was pretty long. So I slept too long on that one, and it was later on in the day, so that kind of messed up my sleep. And I don't know what it is with people. I'm scared of this generation because this guy, you know, comes up to the front because I was in the front taking somebody's bag up. And he goes, do I need to get a pink tag because there's no more room in the back? And I'm looking over Comfort. And I'm like, there's all these spaces right here. Like, you do not see this to put your bag over there? And I said, and I look up. And he looks up and still said, yeah, can I go get a pink? I said, there are spaces right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what? I just shook my head. And it was a guy sitting there. He started laughing because he saw my facial expression and he heard the interaction between us. And I was just like, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is about airplanes and airports that make some people lose their common sense and just all cognitive ability. But it does. It happens. But other than that, I'm gonna go take a nap, work out. I'm trying to shoot this video. I've been trying to work on for about 3 years. Honestly, I've had this for about 3 years. So I'm gonna try to do it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Today is go home day. 3 legs, Charlottesville to LaGuardia, and LaGuardia to Charlottesville to Atlanta. And I'm supposed to be done a little bit before 1 o'clock. Hopefully we don't run into any delays in LaGuardia whatsoever. We know how New York is. So that's what I'm hoping for. Last night, my Brazilian visa finally came back. It was $80. So you do have to have that in order to go. And it's good for 10 years. So I'm going to use it more than just one time to go there since it lasts for 10 years. And yeah, yesterday was a pretty productive day, worked out. I went across the street, walked along the stores. I was going to go to Harris Teeter's, but then they didn't have any power, so it was closed. And I looked on the map. K. Rogers was here, which I didn't even know they had. And that's Kroger's, for who don't know who K. Rogers is. That's Kroger. So I ended up going to Kroger. And I'm looking at the prices, and I'm like, these prices are way higher than the prices in Atlanta. And I'm like, I'm glad I don't live here because these prices are way higher for some of the same things that I get. Because I was just walking around the store looking, and I noticed that. I was just like, yeah, they don't even have the 10 for 10s up here. I was like, how y'all don't have 10 for 10? But I'm glad I don't shop up here on a regular basis because they are high. Other than that, I'm finna get ready to go downstairs. I'll see you guys once I get home to close out the video. Hey everybody, made it back. Done with the 4-day. I'm glad we got out of New York when we did because we pushed back early to try to get back early because we knew snow was coming and IROPS was about to happen. And I think as soon as we landed in Charlottesville, they was like, IROP for New York City. So I'm glad we got out when we did. Other than that, this it's been a very uneventful 4-day trip per se by my standards. It is. I didn't record the video that I said I was going to record, so it's not going to come out until later. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eventually do it. I'm gonna do it. I said I'm gonna do it. I just have to buckle down. My next trip, I do have later reports because I swapped into a trip that starts later and ends late, but I don't start my days to work later in the afternoon. So I have plenty of time to do it. Hopefully. I just want to do it. It's just us. That's all it is. And, also I'm going through this whole thing, trying to fill out a whole bunch of stuff for my daughter to go to college and get that out the way because I don't want her to be without, doing it. So I have to read through every single detail of everything. And that's a lot too, as well. Less on my plate that I have to do because they're going to always come first before this. My whole household is going to come before it. Everything comes before YouTube that's important to my life. Whether it's sleep, whether it's food, all that's going to come before that. But that's my top priority right now is to get that handled and possibly take one more trip before the end of the year just to get some food. Nothing major. And prepare myself for the trips that I have planned for 2026. That I've already set in motion. So I tell people all the time, I set my trips a year in advance. So places that I know, because I know I'm gonna get 3 weeks of vacation, those weeks I already pick my destination because I know I'm gonna be off those 3 weeks. So I pick my destinations a year in advance. And I do research starting, whenever I feel like, okay, or I save videos or reels or whatever it is, then I go back to look when I wanna do research. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next vlog. As always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them.